What's good, Achievement Trophy Hunters? For the next couple of videos, I'll show you how to unlock the side path missions for each character in the story mode. By playing and completing the side paths, you'll unlock an Achievement Trophy for each character. Before we begin, I would definitely recommend having passed all the character episode battles, aka the story missions, as this will allow you to pick and choose a specific mission that allows you to take the side path. I also recommend playing all the side path missions on regular, as usually the mission required to start the side path must be done on regular. Usually after that, you can switch it to the lower difficulty, but just be careful as some of the missions won't let you progress until they are beaten in regular, which is why I recommend playing everything on just regular. I'll also have a playlist in my description for all the character side paths along with other guides. Now, let's start off with Goku Saga, as his is the longest and has a whopping 3 achievement trophies tied to his side paths. Now for Goku, you want to go all the way to the beginning and head to the mission called The Earth's Mightiest Duo. This mission has a dialogue option that will give you the choice to work with Piccolo or go it alone. You want to select go it alone, and this will cause you to fight Raditz with Krillin and Master Roshi instead of Piccolo. The objective is simple. You must defeat Raditz before Piccolo has had enough time to charge a special beam cannon. If done correctly, the cutscene will show Gohan, Krillin, Master Roshi, and Piccolo helping you out, and you will not be dead. Luckily for you, at this point, there won't be any other side paths to choose from. It'll just be one lengthy side path. But don't worry, I'll still be here helping you along the path. Continue with the cutscenes and you'll come across another dialogue option, but for this, choose whoever you want, as all the choices will have the same outcome. Depending on who you chose, you simply need to defeat them. Next up, you'll come across Nappa and Vegeta in the cutscene. But for the next fight, it will just be to defeat Nappa. Once Nappa is defeated, Vegeta will be your next opponent. Defeat Vegeta, and this is where a tough one begins. So now, after defeating Vegeta, you'll have to fight Grade 8 Vegeta, and let me tell you, he's really annoying and really tough. At least for me, it was. I definitely struggled against Grade 8 Vegeta, but a few tips is that you do have multiple characters at your disposal. Once Goku is running low on health, swap him out for another character, and so forth. Just don't let any actual character be defeated, so just remember to keep on swapping. And if you're still having issues, I do believe that this mission can have the difficulty reduced, okay? Phew. Hopefully that one didn't give you much trouble like it did to me. But continuing with the path, you'll need to fight Vegeta once again, but this time you only need to reduce his health. Oh, and you can press start and head down to battle details to see what the objective is. Just be careful as some of them do have hidden objectives though. After some cutscenes, Vegeta will join you and you will simply need to defeat Dodoria and Zarbon. Once they are defeated, the Ginyu Force will arrive, but you'll only need to fight Goldo and you'll only need to reduce his health. Next up will be another tough mission, as you'll need to take on the entire Ginyu Force with just Goku. You won't get any health back, so I do recommend spamming your ultimates and your supers just like I did. Avoid getting into fights unless you're comfortable with your skills. Next up, Frieza will arrive with Vegeta, and you'll only need to fight Vegeta, but this time it's actually Ginyu Vegeta. Just defeat him to move on. Up next, you'll need to defeat Frieza. Frieza will only fight you in his second form, so it should be pretty easy. And now for the final fight for this side path, you will begin to fight Frieza's third form, but once he reaches his last health bar, he will transform to his final form, recovering his health back. Don't worry, just do a bit more damage and Vegeta will swap places with Goku, so Goku can charge up the Spirit Bomb. You won't need to defeat Frieza, just damage him until the Spirit Bomb is ready. Now time to join a sparking episode, which is just like a what if scenario, and once the cutscene is done, you'll earn the side-by-side achievement trophy. Not too bad, huh? Now we just need 2 more different side paths to tackle on. Now let's head back and find the mission called Rematch and Results. Again, this is why I recommend to having passed the main story, as this mission is from teaming up with Piccolo. Anyways, for this fight, you will need to defeat Raditz in a certain amount of time. Try doing a good amount of damage to Raditz until Piccolo tells you that he needs some time to charge up his special move. At this point, you won't be able to use Piccolo and you'll have around a minute or so to defeat Raditz. If done correctly, you'll unlock a sparking episode cutscene with only Raditz dying. Next up, you need to fight against Gohan, and all you need to do is lower his health to advance. Up next, you'll need to fight a Cyberman and defeat it. After the Cyberman is defeated, you will need to fight against Nappa and defeat him. Once you defeat Nappa, you'll need to fight him once more. This should be another straightforward fight, but just in case you can't progress, you will need to have Nappa in low health before he asks Vegeta for help. Next up will be one of the toughest missions, as you will need to lower down Vegeta's health and then he'll transform into Great Ape Vegeta once again. Yay, and nope, you can't kill him just before that. Trust me, I tried. Now, luckily, you don't need to defeat him all the way. For me personally, I kept on spamming him with Kamehameha waves, and I got him down to his last health bar. Now, you might need to lower his health to the last bar, and then you'll hear Tien and Krillin arrive to the scene. Again, block his supers, spam attacks, and try to have your ultimate move ready when Great Ape Vegeta arrives. Hopefully, he wasn't too much of an issue again. Anyways, once he's defeated, you'll unlock another sparking episode. Surprise, surprise! You're Super Saiyan now. You'll need to fight normal Vegeta again, so just defeat him. Next, you'll make your way to Namek, where you'll face off against the Frieza Force Soldier. Simple fight, just defeat him to arrive to the last fight for this side path. Your last opponent is kinda cool. It's the one and only Super Saiyan Vegeta. This is a cool fight, to be honest. Just defeat Super Saiyan Vegeta to unlock the Pushing the Limit Achievement/Trophy. And now for the last side path to take for Goku, head over to the Android/Cell Saga and to the Hyperbolic Time Chamber mission. This is another dialogue option, and for this, you must select the Go and Help option. This option will help you help out Piccolo and the androids from Cell. So clearly, your next fight is against Cell. The objective for this one is to defeat Cell without being hit by the solar flare technique. Now, I personally didn't have any issues with this. Cell only used it once on me, and he was really far away from me. If done correctly, you'll get a cutscene with the androids challenging you. First, you will fight off against 18, and I took her out fast with the angry Kamehameha wave. Just defeat her. After 18, you will fight against 17, and the same thing, just defeat him. And your final fight for this side path will be 16. Again, just defeat him and you'll earn the Changing Future Achievement/Trophy. And with that, we have completed all of Goku's side paths, achievements/trophies. Next up will be Vegeta's side paths. To start off with Vegeta's side path, you must go over to the Android Saga and select the Wind Up Doll mission. Your first fight will be against 18. In the regular path, all you need to do is reach the time limit to end the fight. But for this side path, you must defeat her. After defeating 18, the cutscenes will take you to the Hyperbolic Time Chamber, where your next opponent will be against Trunks. For this fight, you will have a short window to do enough damage to force Trunks to transform into Super Trunks. Just focus on doing lots of damage early in the fight. If you happen to hear Trunks say,
"Maybe I just shouldn't bother after all."
What are you blubbering about? We're not finished yet.
then you will need to retry it once again. If done correctly, he will say this instead.
Father is brutal. At this rate, I might have no other choice.
What's the matter with you? You're hiding something. If there's some secret technique you've yet to showcase, show it to me now.
Fine, but don't get angry if I beat you.
If you're having issues, make sure to spam your ultimate move as it causes a lot of damage. Next up, you'll face off against the newly formed Perfect Cell. For this fight, you must fully defeat Cell instead of just reducing his health to continue with the side path. Now, you'll fight against Cell once again, but this time in the Cell games, and for this fight, all you have to do is lower his health until the fight is stopped. And now, time for the last fight for this side path. You will face off against Cell once again, but this time, you'll be Super Saiyan 2. All you must do is defeat Cell, and you will unlock a sparking episode along with the Parental Bond Achievement Trophy. Continuing with Vegeta's second main path, you will need to head over to the Majin Buu Saga and start the Vegeta's Wicked Hearts mission. Now, two things are going to happen here. One, you will get a dialogue option to choose to shake off brainwashing or use brainwashing, and you will need to select shake off brainwashing. Or, number two, there won't be an option at all, and you will need to fight Goku. This will not be the correct path, however. This happened to me as well, where it wouldn't let me choose, so I was super confused. But what I ended up doing, I ended up moving 3 spaces to the left in the map and replayed the Preparing for the World Tournament mission. There you will spar against Kid Trunks, but you will need to accomplish the alternative objective, which is to reduce Trunks' health without taking too much damage yourself. For me personally, he did about less than half damage of the first health bar, so don't think it has to be a full flawless fight. If you can hear Trunks say,
"Wow, Dad, I can't even lay a finger on you, but I'm not giving up that easy. You're taking me to that amusement park."
All right, that's enough for today.
then it means you have accomplished the alternative objective. Now head back to the Vegeta's Wicked Heart mission, and now the dialogue option should be available. Again, select Shake Off Brainwashing, and a new sparking episode will play out. Your next opponent will be Deborah, and just defeat him to continue the side path. After Deborah, you'll face off against Babidi, which should be one of the easiest fights from all the side paths. Just obliterate Bibbidi Bobbidi Boo, and we're off to the final fight for Vegeta. The final opponent will be the one and only Goku back in the World Tournament arena. You will only be able to battle Goku in the melee combat as no one will be able to use any attacks, so make sure to take Goku to Pound Town and defeat him. After Goku teases Vegeta with the Super Saiyan 3 form, the cutscene will end and you'll earn the #1 spot Achievement Stash Trophy. And that's it for Vegeta's side paths, and up next will be Gohan's side paths. To start off Gohan's side path, head over to the God of Destruction Beerus arc and select the Defend Earth from the Frieza Force mission. The catch for this fight is to not take a lot of damage with Gohan. I never lost the full health bar and I got Frieza to low health, so you don't have to finish the fight, just don't take a lot of damage. If done correctly, you will face off against Frieza's final form and you'll be Super Saiyan. The condition for this fight is to defeat Frieza. After defeating Frieza, you'll get a cutscene, and after that, you'll unlock a sparking episode. After the cutscenes, you'll face off against Golden Frieza, and the same as before, just defeat him. The next cutscenes will show Gohan training, visiting the Kais, and having fought against Hit. But you'll also have a cutscene where Gohan helps out a defeated future Trunks, and a sparking episode will unlock. Your next opponent is the brand new Goku Black. All you need to accomplish is to reduce Black's health to move forward. After some cutscenes, you will join the other Saiyans and head to the future. Your next opponent will be against Zamasu, and all you need to do is survive the fight. After surviving Zamasu, you'll end up learning the Evil Containment Wave and head back to the future to engage with Gohan Black. Once again, all you must do is reduce Black's health. After Black, you will face up against Fused Zamasu, and again, just reduce his health to move forward. And now for the final fight in Gohan's side path, you'll face up against Fused Zamasu again, but this time just defeat Zamasu to earn the last cutscene, and of course, the Strongest Warrior Achievement Stash Trophy. And that concludes Gohan's side path, and the next one will be Piccolo's side path. To start off Piccolo's side path, head over to the Android/Cell arc and go to the Faint Unease mission. This mission will have a dialogue option to choose from. You must choose Help Out Goku to begin the side path. By choosing this option, you'll be up against Android 19, and all you need to do is defeat him. After defeating 19, you'll come across a couple of cutscenes, then you will face off against 18, and for 18, just lower her health really low to end the fight. After defeating 18 and a couple of cutscenes, you'll need to fight against Cell's second form, but you won't need to defeat him, so just damage him until the fight is stopped. Next up, Piccolo will be the one to train Gohan in the Hyperbolic Time Chamber. Here, you will be giving another dialogue option. You must select Train His Body, and you'll end up battling against Gohan. Defeat Gohan to progress to the side path. Next up, you'll begin the Cell games, and you will need to face off against Cell. You don't need to defeat him, just reduce his health to the last bar, and the fight will end. Now, your final opponent will once again be Cell, only this time you'll need to defeat him. Defeat Cell and you will unlock a sparking episode, and after, you'll earn a Mentor's Guidance Achievement Stash Trophy. That will conclude Piccolo's side path, and for the next one will be Trunks' side paths. Now, unfortunately, there's nothing Trunks related with the Android/Cell arc. Trunks is only fixed on the Goku Black arc. Trunks does have a total of 3 side path Achievement Stash trophies, but don't worry as they are nowhere near as long as Goku's side paths. To start Trunks' first side path, head over to the Twisted World mission. You will need to fight against Goku Black and Zamasu. Goku Black needs his health reduced and will swap out to Zamasu. Zamasu does have a condition, which is to defeat him quickly. If you hear Trunks say,
I'll hold them off and give them everything I've got, but in case I fail, you need to find a way to defeat them.
Do you take me for a coward? I'm not going to leave you here.
No, he's right. It's the only way to save his future.
then you took too long. You need to hear Trunks say this.
I want you to take Goku and get back to your timeline, okay?
I personally defeated him a bit after 2 minutes because I kept on spamming supers and ultimates on him. Once you defeat Zamasu and after the cutscenes, you will once again face up against Zamasu. This time there won't be any condition, just defeat Zamasu to progress. Once you defeat Zamasu, you will trap him by using the Evil Containment Wave and you'll face off against your last opponent. Lastly, you will need to face off against Goku Black, but just defeat him to finish this side path and to earn the Shining Hope Achievement Stash Trophy. Next up on the second side path, head over to the mission Trunks Choice, where you will have a dialogue option. You must select Stay Here and Train to advance the side path. Here you will go up against Vegeta, Piccolo, and Gohan. Luckily for you, you only need to reduce their health up to halfway for them to swap. The only condition is that you will need to defeat all 3 in under 3 minutes. Once you defeated Gohan and you hear this,
Thank you for training with me, everyone. You don't know how much this means to me.
then it means you took too long. But if you happen to hear Gohan say this,
That was awesome. Trunks, sorry I couldn't give you a better run for your money.
then you completed the fight. Remember to spam his ultimate as it does a lot of damage. After multiple cutscenes, you will end up participating in the Tournament of Power and you will be given another dialogue option. You can choose either option as you will need to complete both options to earn both Achievement Slash trophies. But to follow along with this video, select the Follow Vegeta option. By selecting this option, you will face off against Kappa and you just need to defeat him. Next up, you'll need to fight against 3 enemies, Legendary Super Saiyan Kale, Khalifa, and back to regular Kale. You'll have Vegeta at your disposal as well. For Legendary Super Saiyan Kale, get her to about half her health and she'll swap to Super Saiyan Khalifa, and she will need her health reduced significantly to swap to regular Super Saiyan Kale. Here, just defeat Kale to progress. Next up will be your final opponent and it will be against Toppo. All you need to do is defeat him and you'll unlock a sparking episode. After that, you'll unlock the Inherited Prince Achievement Slash trophy. Now let's go to the third and final side path for Trunks. Head back to the mission Father or Teamwork. This will take you back to the dialogue option and this time select Stay with Gohan. This time you will only face off against Legendary Super Saiyan Kale, but you don't need to defeat her to advance. Next up, along with 17 and 18, you will need to face off against Dispo and Toppo. All you need to do is lower both of their health below half and you will advance to the next fight. Once you have defeated them, you will make your way over to the last fight. Along with 17, you will face off against Full Power Jiren. Defeat him all the way, and after the cutscenes, you will unlock the Embarking Toward Tomorrow Achievement Slash trophy. And that marks the end of Trunks' side paths, and the next video will be about Frieza's side paths. To start off with Frieza's side path, head over to the God of Destruction Beerus arc and select the Frieza Revived mission. For me personally, this was by far the most challenging mission from all side paths as you must defeat both Goku and Vegeta in a short limited time. This took me several tries, but on the fight that I managed to defeat them, I did the entire fight in just about 4 minutes and 30 seconds. Again, just spam supers and your ultimate. If done correctly, then you will unlock a sparking episode that will show both Goku and Vegeta on the ground. Next up, Beerus will approach you and you'll be given a dialogue option. You will be given 4 choices, but unfortunately, you will need to choose all 4 to earn the Achievement Slash trophy. Now, to follow this video, select Cooler to help us out. Selecting Cooler will only have us fight against Hit. Simply defeat him and this side path is complete. Now head back to the Frieza's Philosophy mission, but this time select King Cold. Up next, you will need to face off against Super Saiyan Khalifa. When you reduce enough of her health, you will be forced to use King Cold. Do more damage on her and Khalifa will swap to Legendary Super Saiyan Kale, and at some point she will use her ultimate and completely obliterate you. Don't worry, as this was meant to happen and you cannot avoid the attack. Back to Frieza and now just defeat Kale to move forward. Lastly, as Golden Frieza, you will need to face off against Kefla. Just defeat her to finish off the side path. Again, head back to Frieza's Philosophy mission and this time select Dodoria and Zarbon. This time you'll need to fight off against Bergamo, Kakunza, and Frost in one fight. I did only use Frieza for this fight, but I'm assuming you'll be able to use the other 2 buffoons as well. If you don't progress, then it means you only need to use Frieza. Again, just defeat all 3 to progress forward. And that's it for this side path. Now, for the last time, head back to Frieza's Philosophy mission and choose the last option, the Ginyu Force. Up next, you will have to fight against Brienne, so just defeat her to continue on. And finally, our last fight will be against Toppo. Once you get Toppo to low health, he will transform into a God of Destruction, Toppo, and regain his health back. Play smart and defeat him to earn the Frieza's Force Joins the Fray Achievement Slash trophy. We are finally finished with Frieza's side path, and the next video will be about Goku Black's side path. To start off with Goku Black's side path, head over to the Act 3 Begins. Here you will need to face off against Vegeta and Goku in their Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan forms. The condition here is to defeat Vegeta normally, but you must defeat Goku quickly. I personally defeated Goku in around 1 minute and 40 seconds, so shoot for that time. If done correctly, Goku Black will say this.
This feels like an omen. We were barely separated. What went wrong?
Next up, you will face off against Trunks and Vegeta, but no conditions for this fight. Once Trunks is very low in health, Vegeta will join the party. Defeat Vegeta to move forward. Next up, as Goku Black, you will need to defeat either Vegeta or Trunks without fusing with Zamasu. So I played this mission 3 times and I only fought Vegeta twice, but they only gave me Trunks for one of them. So I think it swaps out the characters. Luckily for me, Vegeta kept on staying on the ground, so I just kept on spamming my supers and ultimates on him. Don't worry though, I did face him again legit, and I still whooped him. And now finally, our last battle will once again be with Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyans Goku and Vegeta, but with no conditions. I will say that I personally had to retry this mission about 3 times because they kept on rushing me. Anyways, once they are defeated and after the sparking episode, you will unlock the Proof of Justice Achievement Stash Trophy. And that's it for Goku Black's side path, and our final video will be for Jiren's side path. To start off Jiren's side path, head over to the Saiyan Rampage mission. There will be a dialogue option here and you must select Wait and See. This will cause you to fight against 17, 18, and Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Goku. Jiren's ultimate does a lot of damage, so make sure to spam it. Next up, you will fight against Ultra Instinct Goku, which you'll need to defeat him, but be careful as Hit will suddenly join the party once you defeat Goku. And as usual, just defeat him. The next fight is funny as you'll face off against Master Roshi. But believe it or not, he actually whooped my ass on the first fight. Again, just defeat him to move on. This next fight can be a bit tough as you will need to defeat 17, Golden Frieza, Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Vegeta, and Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Goku. Whew, way too many characters, huh? After that, you will fight against Ultra Instinct Goku, and once he's on low health, he will transform into Mastered Ultra Instinct. Goku will regain his health back, so be careful with them. Again, just defeat him to progress to the final fight. In the final fight, you will need to fight against Golden Frieza, 17, and regular Goku. This fight was pretty easy as I ended up spamming Jiren's ultimate. Just don't take too long and defeat them before the time runs out. And by defeating all 3 and after the cutscenes, you will unlock the True Strength Achievement Stash Trophy. And now we have passed all of the side paths along with the Achievement Stash Trophies. If you found this video helpful, I would appreciate if you guys hit the like button and subscribe if you're interested in more Dragon Ball Sparking Zero guides and for other new game achievement slash trophy guides. Thanks for watching, and as always, happy hunting.